The market chops higher as Fed Day looms. Can the bulls keep fighting? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay guys, so in last week's video we talked about the fact that the bulls should push up toward the 5150 to 5250 area, with 5187 being the ideal target, and on Monday we saw a grind slightly higher. And now the question is, can the bulls keep pushing? I'll get into that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP500 and the Nasdaq. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, another great day in the trading room. We had two winners and one basically break-even trade for another winning day on a choppy market. So if you want to be part of this winning team, stay tuned for later in the video. But for now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1 hour futures chart for the S&P 500, and no real surprises on Monday. We had our A and B in place here. We were looking for C to continue on into this week. And basically, we saw 3 of 3 here, 4 of 3, 5 of 3. We saw the wave 4 pull back to the support area. And now we look for wave 5 up toward that 5187 to conclude this move up on the ES. And then we look for the market to try to turn over from there. So essentially, we're still looking for the bulls to keep pushing up to complete this pattern. They have pushed high enough here at the 5150 area. That's the 50% retrace. However, it would look much better with another high, especially considering the move down off of the high is not impulsive, and that is what we would be looking for. So since we have an A and B wave in place, right? So we have C down, we have A and B, and then we're looking for this C wave of B to complete. So since we are trying to put that in place, the next move down should be a C wave. And if it's going to be a C wave, it needs to be an impulsive 5-wave move. This should come down and challenge the lows, and then we'd probably look for a little bounce there and then continue to the downside. If we don't see that, then it is possible we could push higher up to the 5250 area where the breakdown occurred in the top of the B wave. So bulls would be looking to push towards 4187. Any high that pulls back in 5 waves should be treated with extreme caution, as that is a signal we are going to start breaking down in the bigger picture. And we would look for them to test this low first from earlier in the month, and then bounce and then break that low and move lower. Again, if the bulls want to keep pushing, 5250 is the target up here, the 5246 area from this breakdown area right here. Over on the Nasdaq. Okay, as you can imagine, on the Nasdaq, we have a very similar count. We have our A wave in place, our B wave in place. We had 3 of 3, 4 of 3. This is looking like 5 of 3, and then a pretty shallow wave 4 on the Nasdaq. It wasn't as deep as on the ES, and then they pushed back up. Wave 5 does target the 18,000 area, although that is a little bit short considering how high this peak was. So we might look for the Nasdaq to hit that 18,101 area next, and then we look for it to roll over as well. And again, we're looking for a C wave down. So if it's going to come down, we would want to see a 5-wave pattern like this to test these lows, and then a bounce, and then the breakdown from there. So overall, Nasdaq has a very similar setup. On the Nasdaq, they can push as high as 18,334, which is this breakdown high here. And from there, we would look for the market to turn over. If the bulls are able to break through this level, then we can start talking about all-time highs again. However, the break of major support over here does make that a less likely outcome. So overall, I don't think the move down yesterday was impulsive, so I would be looking for a high. 18,000 to 18,101 would be the next two targets. From there, it'd be the 18,164 area, and then down. Bulls want to break through 18,334 to the upside. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. It will take you right over to the web page. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans, and both of them come with a 7-day free trial. This is because I want you to get in there. I want you to make sure you love it, become part of the trading team, get in there and interact with the group, interact with PT and I. Make sure it's for you before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. You literally have nothing to lose by checking us out. People are making money in there every day. It's an incredible environment. I'd love you to be in there with us. We also have our educational material, our Elliott Wave 4 Beginners Online course, and our Advanced Elliott Wave course. In our Advanced Elliott Wave course, we go over the more difficult patterns that you see in the market, such as the diagonals, the double and triple threes, the flats, the triangles, etc. We go over the advanced fib levels, how to trade Elliott Wave, all the things that are a little bit more advanced than just understanding Elliott Wave to help you understand the complex structures in the market. As you can see on the screen, people are really loving this course, and it's helping them understand these overlapping and hard structures and make money doing it. Now, if this is a little bit too advanced or you're just getting started with Elliott Wave, we also have our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course. This course is helping real traders make real money and finally understand the market in a way that makes sense. It can be so confusing when good news makes the market go down and bad news makes the market go up. And that's because Elliott knew that the news cycles were worthless and simply catalysts along the way. He knew that key levels mattered, and he knew what happened when those key levels held and when they break. And that is a huge trading advantage over the rest of the market. This course is 25 videos in 3 parts, where I go over your introduction, where we go over your expectations so you can kind of understand Elliott Wave, the mindset, the KISS method, and why this works. Your chart setup and tools, every tool you need with Elliott Wave, why and how to use it, and the Elliott Wave for Beginners area, where I go through each of the waves, all of the measurements, how to find the key levels, how do you understand what they're doing, what kind of patterns we're in, the theory of alternation, the corrective depth theory, the pivot, everything you need to know to understand the market in a way that makes sense. The really cool thing, guys, is if you want both courses, we offer a bundle at a discount, but if you don't want to pay anything at all of our educational material comes free with a monthly membership. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go over exactly where we are in the counts and what to expect, as well as the training material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing and day trade, so we do trade quite often in my room. Now, if you're looking for futures trading, individual stocks, income trading, and advanced training, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, futures trading, income trading that is absolutely killing it. PT is crushing it with his income method, and advanced training where he goes over his reduced risk binary method. It absolutely crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you huge multiples on your money. And it's really a trading style you have to see, which is another reason for that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account, trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. All right, the key takeaways for today. We are looking for the bulls to continue, 51.87 being the natural target. They can push as high as 52.50. Over that, and the bulls can start to take back control of this market. From the 51.87 to 52.50 area, we would look for a 5-wave move down to start the C wave toward the 4,800 area next. Over on the Nasdaq, same type of setup. The bulls are looking to push a little bit higher up toward the 18,000, 18,101 area and turn down from there. They can push as high as 18,334 and still be well within this B wave parameter. And then the bears want to push down in a 5-wave structure toward the lows, whereas the bulls want to push back over 18,334 so we can start talking about new all-time highs. Guys, that is your market update for today. I'll talk to you tomorrow.